We are almost at the end of our marathon, and time to ask the question, what now for the Time Lord? The television Doctor may have finished in 1989, but our story doesn't end there. There's always been light at the end of this time tunnel, and with a keeper for every flame, the hope of the Whoniverse has burned brighter still. Last month, the BBC announced the return of the Doctor. So, with our loyalty and optimism rewarded, let's meet the 8th Doctor and start to look ahead.
Planet Earth, 1999. He's back, and it's about time.
Who are you?
I am the Doctor! In the fight for eternity.
By midnight tonight, this planet will be pulled inside out.
There can only be one master.
I never liked this planet, Doctor.
Paul McGann is Doctor Who.
Don't panic! Everything is under control!
Paul McGann, when he was announced, I remember being absolutely over the moon. I remember sort of dancing around my living room going, "It's Doctor Who, he's Paul McGann," and my mum was going, "Don't know who he is." I remember really, really liking the TV movie when it came out. It was all over the telly suddenly, it was all over the papers, it was everywhere, and it really felt like it was something new and exciting. It was new Doctor Who after 7 years.
I got myself going about it and was enthusiastic about doing it by the time I'd signed to do it.
Very, very good as the Doctor. He engaged people immediately. The other thing I think that makes him real as the Doctor is the fact that there was the regeneration sequence. Sylvester McCoy went to Canada and filmed with Paul and did a proper regeneration sequence.
I remember him saying to us, whatever happens, I'm going to do the regeneration scene.
Oh, no.
So when they phoned up, I thought, well, I'll go over there and I'll do the regeneration scene.
McCoy, who was the previous incumbent, was an old mate. Showed me the ropes, kind of thing.
Weird. And the new image arrives of the not-so-handsome Paul McGann.
Paul McGann's appearance, he was fantastic in it, but the story was not sufficient, and it didn't really go to the level that it could have gone for the actors themselves.
I remember I'm with my father. We're lying back in the grass. It's a warm Gallifreyan night.
Gallifreyan?
Gallifrey!
It was a pilot.
That won't work!
But in our case, the pilot didn't get picked up.
Just take it.
So it should have been a series. I signed a contract to say that if the thing was picked up, then I was theirs for 6 years.
You just don't give Doctor Who to Americans to do.
He's British.
You just do not do that.
As the movie floundered in the USA, the Doctor's life energy was far from over. A new phase was about to begin.
If the Who lifestyle isn't here in televisual form or in the movies, Who will always go on through the audio adventures.
Big Finish began a few years ago. We got our licence from the BBC, and we wanted to do audio drama. There'd been no Doctor Who on television for a while, apart from the Paul McGann movie.
Big Finish do the new audio adventures of Doctor Who, so they use all the Doctors, apart from Tom.
Who are you? The audiobooks are great.
They're not hampered by the telly programme.
I mean, you can do stuff on radio, you just can't get away with on film.
What is it now? Yes.
Romana.
The audio adventures are bought by Doctor Who fans who just want more Doctor Who. You know, for them, the TV series hasn't been enough.
And it's kept it going. The stories are good.
Thank you, Doctor.
They're kind of literate and funny and camp. What do the Time Lords have against pastels?
They see that as a real continuation of the series, and it's just rather flattering.
And is that K9?
Master?
You haven't aged a bit, not a speck of rust.
After 8 Doctors, 40 years, books, cartoons, magazines, novellas, and audio books, the appetite for the Doctor was stronger than ever, and a new poll was about to confirm that.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
I'm not surprised that Doctor Who's come out top in the poll of what people would like to be revived.
I mean, these polls, you take them or leave them, can't you, really?
There has been a constant clamour to bring it back ever since the show was axed.
The credit goes to this hugely loyal fandom who probably found ways to vote and vote again and get their children to vote and get their aunts and grannies and whoever they could possibly get hold of to vote. So I reckon there was a little bit of lobbying went on to make that happen.
There's a definite organised fan group around the world who, as soon as they find out there's one of those sort of things going on, they'll club together.
Gratefully, the Beeb are starting to realise there's life in the old dog yet.
Finally, on the 26th of September this year, came the news that all Whovians had been waiting years for.
Well, a new series of Doctor Who, absolutely brilliant news. In some respects, it's surprising how long it took them before they got round to actually sorting it out.
Think of the basic precepts of the story, and there's no reason for it to finish. You know, you're looking at something which, you know, there is a story where you can play with time, you can regenerate the characters. You know, this is the perfect series.
One of the things that is most important is the quality of the scripts, the quality of the stories that they're telling. And you don't need kind of Hollywood-style budgets to be able to tell those stories.
Bringing back the Doctor is a very difficult thing. It was always difficult either for a producer to take over Doctor or to start again with a new Doctor.
Prerequisite is good writing. If you've got it well written, the job for the actors is easier. If it's Russell T Davies, I'm sure it will be fantastic.
The show mustn't become a children's pantomime. It's got to be understated. You know, no question marks on pullovers. Absolutely dead straight.
I think a lot of the trouble with Doctor Who, and particularly with Doctor Who fans, is they want it to be like it was.
It will go through changes. Fans will be annoyed, but the avid fan will be happy to put up with some changes if it means the Time Lords can carry on.
Who would you like to see play the Doctor, Hilton?
Who would I like to see play the Doctor? Ian Richardson for me.
I nominate Dawn French.
Richard E. Grant.
Rachel Sterling.
David Warner.
Richard E. Grant.
Alan Davis.
Bill Nighy.
Ian Richardson.
Robert Powell. Liz Smith.
Somebody like Ben Elton.
David Dixon.
James Purefoy.
Jeffrey Palmer.
Anyone who could introduce, I think, some eccentricity, quirkiness into it. That worked particularly well.
I know nothing about the rumours that continue to abound concerning the Beeb and the new series.
Paul McGann only had one television movie in 1996, so I would like to see him back in the role if possible.
You can't just be Doctor Who once. Well, I proved that. You can't just be Doctor Who, play Doctor Who once, and hope to get away with it.
I think Paul McGann was a magnificent Doctor, and I wish he could have gone on to do a series.
Just suddenly you're in the pantheon and you're in the loop.
I think it would be very unfair of the BBC to proceed with a new series without at least considering Paul.
I still think they should keep Paul McGann on as the Doctor because he's just got the look of the Doctor and he's just got the character of the Doctor off to a T.
I think he really brings something to the character that I don't think was shown in film, and I think that people should give him a second chance.
If it was going to be good, I mean, that never changes. You know, you look at the thing, you read the script, you have a look, and if it's going to be good, yeah.
This can't be how it ends.
So, watch this space.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Okay, he runs a whelk stall.
And she's a bodybuilder.
Cockles?
And muscles.
The Hard Smoke.